Hey there, it's CJ Willing. I'm cracking a pack today. I'm back with pack number 14 of my 1987 Sportflics baseball box. Since each pack has only 3 cards in it, I'll talk about my memory of the player from the 1980s and maybe something specific about the player from the 1986 MLB season. I'll also check out the fun facts that are on the 2-team logo trivia cards. All right, let's get to cracking this pack. Looks like we have Kirk Gibson on the back. Okay, first is the Detroit Tigers team logo trivia card. And it has the team standings for 1986 all the way back to 1977. In 1986, they finished third with an 87-75 record, 8.5 games back from the Boston Red Sox in first place. Sparky Anderson was their manager. In 1977, they finished fourth. They went 74-88 with Ralph Hoke as their manager, and they were 26 games back. Next up is the Mariners team logo trivia card, and it has their hitting leaders starting in 1986 going back to 1977. In 1986, Phil Bradley led the team with a .310 average. Jim Presley was their leader in home runs with 27 and also led the team with 107 RBI. In 1977, they were led by Leroy Stanton with a .275 batting average. He also led the team with 27 home runs and RBI with 90. Our first card out of the pack looks like Rich Gedman, catcher with the Boston Red Sox. Gedman began his career with the Red Sox in 1980 and continued to play with them throughout most of the 1980s. Had a little bit of pop in his bat. In 1984, he hit 24 home runs with 72 RBI. Hit around 250, 270 for the majority of his career. He was part of their 1986 World Series team who lost to the Mets in 7 games. Our next card is a lefty red. I'm going to go with Dave Parker. Yes, Dave Parker came up with the Pirates in 1973, was a perennial all-star with the Pirates through the 70s, moved on to the Reds in 1984, regained some of his hitting prowess in 1985 with the Reds, hitting 34 home run with 125 RBI and a .312 batting average. Dave Parker, in my opinion, is a borderline Hall of Famer. If he hadn't missed out a good chunk of his career in the late 70s to early 80s because of injuries and some issues with drug abuse, Dave Parker would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he eventually gets in with the Veterans Committee. And then our final card out of the pack is Kirk Gibson. Gibson was instrumental in the Detroit Tigers' 1984 World Series championship run, hitting 27 home runs with 91 RBI and a .282 batting average. Later on, moved to the Dodgers and become part of their 1988 World Series championship. His most memorable moment was when he hit a pinch hit home run off Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 of the 1988 World Series. Gibson would later go on to be a manager in baseball and lead the Arizona Diamondbacks as their skipper. All right, my favorite card, or best card out of the pack, is going to be Kirk Gibson. He was a well-known player during the mid-1980s. Moving to the Dodgers, Gibson helped his team make it to the playoffs. He was instrumental in helping them make it to the 1988 World Series and played hero, although hindered by injuries, in his famous at-bat against Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 of the World Series. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Also share with me in the comments what your favorite card or what you thought was the best card in the pack. Until next time when I'm back to crack pack number 15 in my 1987 Sportflics baseball box.